The disappearance and death of Caylee Anthony, a 2-year-old girl from Orlando, Florida, became one of the most highly publicized true crime cases in American history. Caylee Marie Anthony was born on August 9, 2005, to Caylee Anthony, a 19-year-old single mother living with her parents, George and Cindy Anthony, in Orlando, Florida. Caylee had an unstable relationship with her parents, and there were frequent disputes about her parenting and behavior. On June 16, 2008, Caylee was last seen alive at the Anthony home. According to Caylee, she left with her daughter that day and did not return for a month. She later claimed that Caylee had been kidnapped by a nanny named Zanny Gonzalez, a person who was later proven to not exist. Despite Caylee's disappearance, Caylee went on to party, drink, and behave normally, raising suspicion. It wasn't until July 15, 2008, 31 days later, that Cindy Anthony, Caylee's mother, called 911 to report her granddaughter missing. The now infamous call included Cindy exclaiming, "Greater than, it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car." Police launched an immediate investigation, and Caylee's web of lies and inconsistencies quickly unraveled. From the beginning, Caylee Anthony's behavior puzzled investigators. She did not report Caylee missing for a month. She lied about her employment, claiming to work at Universal Studios when she did not. She fabricated a story about a nanny, Zanny the nanny, who had supposedly taken Caylee. She showed no sense of urgency or grief about Caylee's disappearance. She was caught on camera partying at nightclubs in the weeks after Caylee went missing. Police quickly determined that Caylee's account was filled with falsehoods, leading to her arrest on July 16, 2008, for child neglect and providing false statements. On December 11, 2008, Caylee's skeletal remains were found in a wooded area near the Anthony home. A meter reader, Roy Kronk, discovered her small skull inside a trash bag with duct tape still attached to it. The condition of the remains made it difficult to determine an exact cause of death. Forensic experts found traces of chloroform in Caylee's car trunk, along with a hair strand that was microscopically similar to Caylee's. They also detected a strong odor of human decomposition in Caylee's trunk. Despite these findings, there was no direct physical evidence linking Caylee to Caylee's death, which would become a major point of contention during the trial. Caylee Anthony's murder trial began on May 24, 2011, and lasted for 6 weeks. The prosecution and defense presented wildly different theories about what happened to Caylee. The state argued that Caylee murdered Caylee to escape the responsibilities of motherhood and continue her party lifestyle. They presented forensic evidence, including traces of chloroform in Caylee's car trunk, Google searches for "how to make chloroform" on the Anthony family computer, a foul decomposition odor in Caylee's trunk. They suggested that Caylee suffocated Caylee using chloroform and duct tape before dumping her body in the woods. Caylee's attorney, Jose Baez, claimed that Caylee accidentally drowned in the Anthony family pool on June 16, 2008. Baez alleged that Caylee's father, George Anthony, helped cover up the death. The defense painted Caylee as a victim of childhood sexual abuse, arguing that her history of trauma led her to react strangely after Caylee's death. They discredited forensic evidence, arguing that the chloroform findings were flawed and the decomposition odor was inconclusive. On July 5, 2011, after just 11 hours of deliberation, the jury delivered its controversial verdict. Not guilty of first-degree murder. Not guilty of aggravated child abuse. Guilty of 4 counts of providing false information to police. Caylee Anthony was sentenced to 4 years in prison but was released shortly after due to time already served. The verdict outraged the public, with many believing that Caylee got away with murder. Since her acquittal, Caylee Anthony has largely remained out of the public eye. Despite her legal acquittal, public opinion overwhelmingly believes she is guilty. The mystery of what really happened to Caylee Anthony remains unresolved. Did Caylee really drown in the pool? Why did Caylee lie so much? Who searched for chloroform online? Though Caylee Anthony was legally acquitted, she remains guilty in the court of public opinion. What really happened to Caylee Anthony?